Hello, good morning, students. I hope all of you are fine and doing well. Today, we are going to read the next poem from our book, First Flight, poem number 4. And the title is How to Tell Wild Animals. And it is written by the poet Carolyn Wells. Carolyn Wells is an American poet and she is famous for writing on the basis of mysterious work. So in many of her books are based on mystery, and she is also renowned for the book titled Jungle Book, written in 1899. Other than that, there are many books she has written, and she is a renowned American writer. She has got many awards and rewards from different government. Now, if I talk about the poem How to Tell Wild Animals. So first of all, if you hear the title How to Tell Wild Animals, what comes to your mind? How to tell means how to describe, how to identify. So how to tell means how to identify the wild animals we have in the forest. If we talk about the theme of this poem, then the theme is dangerous ways to identify the animals. The poet has also created humor in this poem. Throughout the stanza she uses humor and playful usage of words and phrases to give us the information. So the poet has beautifully explained characteristics of features of different wild animals in funny way, in a humorous way, and the language he has used, it has generated humor. And remember that throughout the poem, throughout the stanza, she has used playful words, usage of words in a playful manner. So this poem suggests some dangerous ways to identify the wild animals. If we talk about the rhyming scheme, so in all the stanzas, it follows A B A B C C. In all the stanzas, the poem follows one rhyming scheme, that is A B A B C C. And poetic devices. So these are the different poetic devices are used here. Allusion. Allusion is giving reference to famous person, place, things of historical importance. So here Asian lion, Bengal tiger, they are used in the stanzas. So that is allusion. Assonance. Assonance is repetition of vowel sounds, especially in the middle of the word. So you would see stalling, fourth, O sound is repeated. So that's assonance. Alliteration is repetition of consonant sound, usually at the beginning of the word. That is roaming round. And then oxymoron also is used here in noble wild beast. So oxymoron, two different qualities put together. So there's noble, wild. Enjambment also is used by the poet. Enjambment is continuation of one phrase or one line into the next line without any full stop, comma, or punctuation. Even consonants is used here. So consonants is used in the example single wing. This is the example of consonants. If you ever should go by chance the jungles in the east, and if there should to you advance a large and tawny beast, if he roars at you as you are dying, you will know it is the Asian lion. So the poet says that if you happen to visit, if you go to jungle and if you see a tawny means a brownish, a yellow color beast, an animal, then if it roars at you, it shouts at you, roaring at you, understand that. And because of his roaring, you are frightened, you are afraid, you may even die. So that is the identification of Asian lion. That is the feature of Asian lion. Next stanza is Or if sometime when roaming round, a noble wild beast greets you with black stripes on a yellow ground, just notice if he eats you. The simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. Next, the poet says that if you happen to see a wild animal roaming around, if you see some animal roaming around in the forest, and he calls it a noble wild, a noble beast, it greets you, it meets you, and it has got black stripes on its yellow background. Remember that it may eat you, and if it eats you, you will identify that this is the Bengal tiger. So that's the feature of Bengal tiger. The simple rule may help you to learn that the Bengal tiger, this is the Bengal tiger to discern. Discern means make out. So the poet calls this beast noble beast. He is very impressive in size and does not roar loudly like the lion. So therefore he has called it noble beast. So poetic device here also used assonance in some time when roaming around alliteration also is there. Noble wild oxymoron, Bengal tiger to discern, then allusion. So that's about the second stanza. Now let's move on to the third stanza. If strolling forth a beast you view, whose hide with spots is peppered, as soon as he has slept on you, you will know it is the leopard. It will do no good to roar with pain, he will only lap and lap and lap again. So the next line, next stanza, the poet says that again, if you stroll somewhere in the forest, if you are lost in the forest, and if you see a beast roaming, an animal roaming, then whose skin, hide here stand for skin, and if the skin, hide of that animal is spotted with peppered like things, it has got spots of peppered like things, peppered like spots, then remember that as soon as it leaps on you, then understand that it is a leopard. You will know it is the leopard. It will do no good of crying, shouting, whatever amount of crying or shouting you do, any kind of roaring you do with pain, cry with pain, but this leopard will not leave you. He will only lap and lap again and again. He will just try on attacking you, keep on attacking you. So here peppered means black spots like the black pepper. So the poet has wonderfully used in a playful way. He has used the words of left. Actually lept, left. There is no word left. It is wrong. But in order to make a rhyming, in order to make a matching with the leopard, he has used the word left. And like this, even he has used some other words in different stanzas. Now let's move on to the next stanza, and then further the poet says that if when you are walking round your yard you meet a creature there who hugs you very very hard, be sure it's a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he will give you just one more caress. The poet says that if you are walking around again somewhere, if you meet a creature and that creature comes and hugs you, then remember that, identify that that is a bear. So that is the saying bear hug. We said someone, please give me a bear hug, means tight hug. So the bear holds someone tightly, very tightly. And he says that if you have any doubt, it will again give you caress. Means again will give you tight touch. So that's the way to identify the bear. Next one, the poet says that though to distinguish bears, beast of prey, a novice might nonplus. The crocodile you always may tell from the hyena. Thus, hyenas come with merry smiles, but if they weep, they are crocodiles. Here in the next stanza, the poet says that though some novice means somebody who's new at some job, it may be difficult for a novice, for a person who is new in this kind of job, to identify, to distinguish beast of prey. Beast of prey means the animal that attack on someone. So that's the meaning of beast of prey. It may be difficult for him because he might be confused. That novice might be confused between hyena and crocodile. He may not understand what is hyena, what is crocodile. And he says that further, hyenas have got the qualities of smiling. They have got smiling face before they attack their prey. And crocodiles, they shed tears. Therefore, the saying comes, crocodile tears. Magarmach ke aansu bahana. So, it is their tendency, it is their basic instinct that before they attack their prey, the crocodile releases some liquid from its eyes, whereas the hyena really has got facial expression which is of smile. So therefore he says this line, and in order to understand you must pay attention to hyena's smile and crocodile's tears. So you'd also see enjambment is used here in this line, though to distinguish beast of prey. This line is continuing to second line, non plus, and there is a comma. So that's what the definition of enjambment. There is also alliteration in novice non plus. Novice non plus, there is a word. So there is also alliteration, repetition of N sound. Last stanza. The true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of thing. He hasn't any ears at all and not a single wing. If there is nothing on the tree, this the chameleon you see. Finally, the poet says that you can identify the chameleon. It is small in size. It is like a lizard thing. Lizard you have in your houses on the wall. Same way, chameleon is found on the tree. He hasn't any ears. He hasn't any ears like the other animals have, and not a single wing, and not even wings like the birds. And one thing that you can notice is that when there is nothing on the tree, be sure that there is a chameleon you see. Means to say, the chameleon has got the feature, it has got the quality of changing its color according to its inhabitant, according to its place. It adapts its color, its body's color according to the place, according to the trees where it lives. It has got that feature, it has got that quality. So therefore the poet has mentioned that line. So if you talk about the poetic devices used here, there is alliteration in the line. He hasn't any ears at all. In the last stanza, alliteration is there. He hasn't, so H sound is there. And then there is consonants, we have already discussed. Single wing, this is consonants. G sound is repeated here. So in consonant, generally consonant sound comes at the end. So that's it about the poem, how to tell wild animals. I hope everybody has understood. If you have any doubt, you can again discuss with me. Okay, so once again you can go through this screen. You can see the poetic devices mentioned here, rhyming scheme A B A B C C. The theme is there for you, and explanation I have done for you. So goodbye everyone. Okay, keep watching this and read your book, and whatever doubts you have, discuss with me. Thank you. Goodbye.